Darkside made this?
This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies is true first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real. This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies is true first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rant to the Real, the podcast where real niggas get on here and rant. This is the #1 pod in the top 50. No need to look that up. Google is wrong. They're stealing your data right now. Don't trust them niggas. I am your host, Uncle Trav, the hardest worker in the world. Now let's start your day off with eggs, bacon vibes, and I'm the fucking vibes. This is take 4. The first take, no idea what happened. Second take, I know what happened. The third take, I still don't know what happened. See, this is why I need someone that sits out in the world and do all this stuff. Because then they can do all the troubleshooting, and then I can just keep being the star. The superstar y'all came to see. But yeah, I ain't been going outside lately, y'all. I've been in the house. I've been chilling. I've been keeping the radar low. Haven't been wanting to be in the limelight. So I've just been, maintaining, doing daily lifey stuff. So recently I went to the movies because it's like, you know what? Let me do something that doesn't involve outside activities, but doing something. And I went to see Joker. And let me tell y'all, this movie was dog shit. It was really bad. Like, I figured out the day of that it was a musical. And that kind of upset me, but I was like, you know what? You got to see it through. I already paid for the tickets. Can't be that bad. It is that bad. It's rough. I think last night I watched this thing where the director or whoever the fuck came up with this idea was like, oh, he interpreted the first one as the dude was happy and he had a song in his heart and all this other shit, right? Blah, blah, blah. Well, the part that doesn't make any sense is this dude was a fucking psychopath who was hurt because, people treat him like shit. So where do you get this happy dude that's got a fucking song full of joy? I failed to see where he got that from. I even watched the first movie again last night to make sure that I didn't like the second one. Because I'm like, you know what? Maybe I was being hard on it. Every single scene in this entire fucking movie, they sang a song. And sometimes they would cut from the scene that they got going on to take them to like this dance stage so they could sing and dance, and then it would cut back to the scene they were at. It was not good. I'm sorry. Y'all can hate me for it. Lady Gaga is not an actor. She's a singer, and she doesn't do the hybrid thing very well. Maybe she needs to be in more movies. I don't fucking know. All I know is the movie that she was in was horrible. I ain't fucking like it. So, to save y'all money, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. So, it starts off with him in jail because obviously in the first one, he got arrested for smoking those 6 people or killing a bunch of people. Which doesn't make any sense because I told you I rewatched the first one. And in the first one, He kills the dude on live TV. He gets arrested, go to jail. They spring him and break him out of the cop car, right? So he's free. And that's where it ends. And then this movie picks up with him in jail. How did he get caught? When did he get caught? He was free. Okay, he's in jail. This is supposed to be Joker, right? The fucking most craziest, psychoest of the villains, right? The one you don't fuck with. They got him kissing dudes in jail. Like, I understand we gotta be inclusive, but what the fuck was that? Well, why do we need these unnecessary ass homo scenes for? What the fuck is the point in this? You turn this really hardcore gangster into this fucking soft ass man. What the fuck is he kissing niggas in jail for? Alright, whatever. Come to find out, he's not in jail. He's in a psychiatric center. When did that happen? He's not in Arkham. He's in some other shit. Alright. So we've completely turned the story into whatever the fuck we want. Got it. So, for some reason, the jail that he's in, or the psychiatric center he's in, has involuntary psychiatrics. So don't think those two should mix, but whatever. And I guess one of the programs they offer is a fucking choir, and that's where he meets Harley Quinn, who is a voluntary psych who sees him and falls in love with him. Shit is weird. And that's where the singing really just takes off. To make a long story short, because this is a 2-hour movie, Joker wants to be with Harley. She wants him to do all this crazy shit and pretend to be insane. Because his whole defense is that he's got split personalities because he was fucking diddled as a kid and shit, right? He comes out and was like, nah, these people were mean to me. I killed them. Tells the truth. He gets sprung from jail, right? They blow not jail. He gets sprung from court. They blow the court up. He gets free. That's the only action in the entire movie, mind you, is when they blow up the fucking court and he's free. He then gets dragged away by Joker goonies. He runs away from them. He finds Harley at those fucking stairs. She says she doesn't love him no more. Calls the cops on him. Okay? He goes back to jail. And then he gets stabbed by an inmate. And the movie ends. Oh, and while he's dying, you know what the fuck he's doing? Singing. Yeah. He gets stabbed by an inmate. And instead of just dying, no, he goes down singing. This movie is a fucking joke. I was so pissed off because, A, why did he stab him? They didn't explain that. The dude just said a corny joke and stabbed him. Okay, why did he do that? Who is this man? Second, he was supposed to be going for a visit and he got stabbed. Was it a fake visit? Was it a setup? Where'd the guard go? We have questions. Did he survive? Because we don't even know. He got stabbed. He went down singing, and then it cuts off and credits roll. I don't even want a third because if the third, because like at this point the third has to be a musical now because you made the first one normal and turned the second to a fucking musical. So what's the third? Back to normal? No, you've killed the fans. We don't want to see this shit no more. And if you make it a musical, we really don't want to see it. Nobody likes musicals. Anytime they make them, people are highly upset. Unless it is something that people are knowing this is what it is. But when you just don't tell anyone, and you're just like, here's a movie, and then it takes the first round of people to be like, the fuck is this? you can't hide a musical on somebody. You know, like, yeah, only tickets is day opening. And then after that, you ain't selling no more of this nonsense. This is Sweeney Todd. Don't nobody want to hear that singing shit. And then you put Lady Gaga in this. She's a wonderful singer. Why is she in a movie about a psychopathic murderer? Yeah, they definitely dropped the ball on this one. They did not do what they were supposed to do. They were just like, you know what? We'll try something. Like, I genuinely want to know the demographics for this, because, like, I don't even think white people like this shit. Like, people who like musicals probably won't like this, because this doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't even flow with the first story. It's just doing its own thing. And then I had to watch on YouTube the Joker movie Explained, because I had no idea what was going on. Every time I started singing, I completely tuned it out and started playing on my phone, because A, I didn't pay $22 fucking dollars to watch High School Musical. Right? Come to find out that this Joker was stabbed in the movie by the real Joker, who was upset because he was stealing his image. So who is the Joker at this point? We got 2 movies on a fucking imposter? So is the third one gonna be about the dude who did the stabbing? Is he the real psychopath? Are they gonna switch Harley out? Because now you got fucking... You see the problem? They set themselves up for failure. Who's to say Lady Gaga wants to even do it again? What if she says no? Now you gotta find someone new. It's failed. I genuinely want to know whose idea was it to turn it into a singing musical, and then whose idea was to say yes. Because someone had the idea, and then someone had to say yes. And then, while they were filming this, right, there's multiple people that's listening and watching to this. No one spoke up. No one said this isn't gonna work. And then, you know, there's like private screenings before this even hits mainstream like audience, right? Like before everyone out there can be like, yeah, this is it. You put this in front of a bunch of critics and a bunch of people that, you know, like, hey, come see this movie we did. Everyone was just yes men. They were like, yes, this is amazing. Started crying and shit. Not gonna lie, a little pissed off, just a little bit, because it's like, damn, this was not it. Don't watch that movie. Even when it comes out and it's free and it's on streaming services, I'm trying to tell y'all, don't watch that shit. There's 2 hours you will be sad that you wasted. Well, I mean, you know what? When it comes out on streaming services, put it on, test it out. I felt trapped because I paid for the tickets when I was already there, and I didn't want to leave. It's a little bit different. All right, y'all. Hear me out. Hear me out. I know this is crazy, and I know it's feeling with the times, but hear me out. I don't think freak-offs is a bad idea. We just gotta separate the artist from the art. Hold on now, before y'all be like, whoa, what the fuck you mean freak-off's not a bad idea? Hold on. Let me cook. It's just an orgy that's going on for a long time. Now, you get you some willing participants. They sign the things that's like, yeah, I want to be here. I know we're going to be, you know what I mean, coming and going, squirting and squirting. Yeah, I mean, feel like, 72 hours. They know that this is it's like a spa. It's like that's what it is. It's a spa, right? So what you do is you have your little island, so everybody can be private and away from the cameras. People, they get their own transportation to the island. You know what I'm saying? Get their own little boat. They even make them pay for the package. You know what I mean? They pay a little something, maybe $1,000. You get a rub down. You get to participate in the freak off. And me, participants, I know somebody, I know, yeah, I mean, it's some stars I like, Kazumi or some shit like that. They'll definitely go to the free golf. Maybe not for 72 hours. Maybe have like a 5-hour free golf. That might work. That might work. And then everybody got their liquid IVs for when they done went too hard. And then you just, yeah, let that shit play out. Keep the cameras out of it. Keep like the forced scenarios out of it. Have your lawyers draft the documents, right? NDAs, you know what? I'm a willing participant agreements and shit like that. And man, and you let people know, like, yeah, this shit finna get wet and wild. It's baby oil, maybe not 1,000 bottles, like 10 bottles. And me, it's candles, it's little chocolates. Hold on, the freak off don't sound bad now, right? Everybody having a good time. It's food. It's set. What's the difference between the orgies and the freak off? Separate the artist from the art, and it's not a bad idea. Listen, Leonardo da Vinci could have been I mean, he could have had slaves. He could have been a racist homophobe. You never know. But the art is still amazing, though, right? Separate the artist from the art. And the art's still good. You can't say rap is horrible just because this nigga was wildin'. Yeah, freak off ain't a bad idea if you do it with willing participants and it's set up right. You gotta have it set right. You know what I mean? Get people to sign documents, have them come. So have an itinerary like, oh yeah, this boat came with these people on it. So it's, you mean? So that way in 2050, when they do, you know, when Hulu pick the story up, you can be like, bam, these bitches chose to be here. We got pictures of license and everything. Like, yeah, that way you don't end up in the situation you in. And you can keep the prostitution charges down if you don't do, what's it called? If you don't transport. So, boom. If you know that you Mr. Freaky Man and you the horniest nigga alive or female, don't, you know what I mean, don't move prostitution state to state. Set them shits up in the states you want to be in. You know for a fact you get wild in Miami. Get you a little spot in Miami and then get the prostitutes. That way it's not, you know, you feel me, you're not trafficking prostitutes. They local now, different charge. Keep it low. Keep the misdemeanors in the range. That way you just brush them shits off. You community service at best. See, I'm trying to keep y'all out of jail. You know you get crazy in Vegas. Get you a little spot in Vegas. See, don't bring the Miami hoes to Vegas. That's wild. Party with the Vegas hoes. You don't want them no more. Party with the Miami hoes. But you don't live there. You live in New York. So maybe you don't wild out in New York. No hoes in New York. You got to find a state that you don't buy prostitutes in. So maybe like South Dakota or some shit, or Minnesota, somewhere where it's just weird. Idaho. I don't give a damn. Just don't get hoes there. Maybe full-time live in Canada. You know what I mean? I don't even think they probably do, but I think it's harder to find prostitutes there. Trust me, I don't know. I'm not a toot peruser. I don't buy prostitutes. But this also isn't the 1980s, and you don't... Can't say that either, because it is in LA. I guess it depends on your location, where you just might see toots walking down the street. Here, you a wild man if you pick them prostitutes up. They cracked out, they smoked out, and they like fucking 70. They old as a bitch. Like, the prostitutes that walk around the streets here is if it's pretty, it's a tranny. I can tell you that. If it's a beautiful woman, it's a tranny. 2, they old, or 3, they smoked out. So it's either you got some 30-year-old that been doing crack for 20 years. Don't know if you want that. Then you got the ones that's like 60, 55 and shit still out here. Don't know if you want that. And then last is them lady boys, man. If you into that, by all means, do your thing, my guy. Pay for it. So, I'm pretty sure you don't want them twos. You want the escorts. You want the ones that cost a little bit. You know what I mean? So you gotta go online for them. You gotta know somebody that knows somebody. But don't bring the hoes with you. You shouldn't be treating these hoes right anyways. Buy a B&B, get you a house, fuck them hoes in your house, leave. And then when you go to another state, do it again. But don't bring them with you. That's how you get the federal prostitution charges, the trafficking. No. Keep them hoes in their city. Don't bring them nowhere. Stop giving them first class flights and shit. Fuck that. You get this penthouse and you get this fucking steak dinner. That's it. Fuck, why y'all treating the hoes good and the good women bad? Don't make no damn sense. But anyway, you know what's the craziest part about this whole situation? Like the craziest part, not even the fact that it happened. It's the fact that when the charges and the allegations came out, everybody was saying no Diddy. And they was making fun of the nigga. And his son dropped a diss track. And this nigga said, I better not catch a single nigga saying no Diddy.
I dare one of you niggas scream out no Diddy. Baddies, they ready to go with me. I just nod and they know to go get 'em. Might see me with some pretty hoes with me, but ain't no hoe with me. I just laid back in that Virgil Maybach. That shit like 450. Police raid the crib like they think we selling crack. But we out here selling tracks. Multi-million-dollar tracks.
I'm sorry.
We locked in, we got ties. Don't give a fuck about no blogs, cause we really outside.
And the craziest part is that you this man's son and you knew for a fact he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil and you was still like, nah, my nigga, Pops ain't do it. You knew this nigga had a bunch of dildos in there. You knew this nigga was doing the wild, filthy shit and you was like, yeah, and if a nigga say no Diddy, I'm gonna beat on you. That's a nigga that'll die over fake jewelry. Yo, you stay away from them type of niggas, yo. He knew what his pops was doing and he was justifying it. He was on some, nah. Say no Diddy if you want. And I'm going, yeah. I'ma flame it up. This is nefarious. This is nasty work. He must be arrested too. But yeah, separate the artist from the art. You still might be able to cook. So, I'm going to start me a new segment on this channel. And it's going to be called Things That I've Learned on the Internet. And that's what this segment is, the things that I have learned on the internet. Now, mind you, the internet is broad. I'm talking Snapchat, I don't learn shit from Snapchat. Instagram, Reels, Twitter, Facebook, podcast. Listen, the information that I'm going to give you, I have learned from the internet and some sort of social media or media, and it was wild. So I got to tell you about this. So remember, there's an old episode. It's called UPS. Something like that. Used panties services or some shit like that. And everyone was like, no one wants to buy used panties, and I tried to tell y'all, niggas is freaky enough to buy panties. Niggas like sniffing dirty drawers. And no one believed me. So I found out that there's this website or an app. I know it's a website. I don't know if there's an app for it yet. It's called Sniffer. And what it started off was for these freaky ass niggas to buy used dirty underwear. Now, I'm not sure if there was panties or boxes. Maybe it might have been both, you know what I mean? You want to buy some dirty boxes? Cool. You want to buy some dirty panties? Cool. I tried to tell y'all there was freaks out there and they live next door to you. Them niggas is wild. But yeah, it's a website called Sniffer where people can just buy some drawers and sniff them shits. Well, it has evolved from what it was to what it is now. Still called Sniffer. But it has changed for gay dudes looking for right now. It's hold a whole delivery service. You log into the app, there's a thing, they log into the thing, and then it sends a location for dudes that are ready to just do it there and now. You pull up to them and you just fucking do it. That is wild. That is wild. The gay men have found the loophole to be like, fuck the relations, fuck swiping right, fuck being friends with this nigga. Pound town and out. That's why. Yo, we live in an evil world. It is not safe. Do not think anything in this world is friendly. Because that is wild. It's the fact that someone was horny enough to think, you know what? I'm tired of meeting bullshit dudes. I just want to get my bang on. And then made something happen to where you can just do the deed and get it done with, and you don't got to talk to them no more. You just meet and go. Now imagine you log into the app, right? And like it takes you to a park. And you go there, and it's like just dudes everywhere. How do you know which one is the dude? How do you know the right hole? So you just walk up and like I genuinely don't know how it works. Like I don't know how it works besides the rough that I've learned, the rough draft, right? So like, is there pictures? Is it anonymous? Do you message them, or do you just walk up and show each other? It's like Uber Eats, where you just show each other the phone, and then like, oh man, Uber Eats for gay dudes. This is Uber Eats for hoes. And it's like, all right, you fat butt 63. Oh my God, somebody must stop somebody. Like, oh my God. People need to stop. Why are they like this? This don't make no goddamn sense, yo. Like, yo, somebody was on some sexy, horny Batman time and was like, I know exactly what the world needs right now. It started, now mind you, don't get me wrong, it was Batman timing when it was just the underwear sniffing. But it evolved from sniffing dirty drawers to now taking home dirty drawers. Man, listen, they are wilding out here. This is the reason why the bubble is soaring through the roof. Y'all need to be stopped. And on another news, the stuff you need to know. FEMA is out of money. It's gone. They spent it all. You know that they can't help our own fucking people. So the people that hurricane that happened, they can't help them. They ain't got no money. It's all gone. And the crazy part is, round 2 is on the way, or is currently on the way, for another hurricane. So whatever didn't get destroyed the first round, it's gonna get destroyed a second time. Like, yo, this shit is wild. And it's like, I be wanting to get out of New York State and go somewhere else, but it's like, I don't know how to handle shit like that. Like, I ain't never felt an earthquake. Probably never will. We don't get them shits on this side of the U.S. We don't get rock slides and mud slides and shit like that. And then it's like, people are like, oh, we had good tornadoes. Yeah, not here. Maybe down there in fucking, southern New York, like the more south you go, sure. But up where we at? Bro, we damn near at Canada. Toronto is 3 hours away. Do you understand? Like, we are that fucking far away from New York City. New York City is 8 hours away. Toronto is 3. There is a huge gap in fucking distance. Like, the next major city is in a whole nother fucking country. So, yeah, like I was talking to my coworker, it's like, do you not understand how tornadoes work, bro? You need hot and cold air at the same speed, at the same damn near the same temperature, going against each other to create the tornado. And that's how them shits go. And tornadoes are unstable because they can't hold that for very long. Because you need the air moving at the same fucking speed against each other, hot and cold, right? So once the wind speed stops, it stops. But yeah, they are violent, don't get me wrong. But it's like, we don't have that shit here. I don't know how to deal with the fucking house being ripped off the ground and my only defense is hide in the basement. No. I don't want to I gotta check my shoes every time I put them on because it might be a rattlesnake. Or I gotta, check the house to make sure ain't no fucking black widows roaming around. We ain't got that kind of dangerous shit here. I mean, like, yeah, there is, like, dangerous shit, but it's not here. Like, you gotta go out your way to find it. It's not just chilling in my fucking basement. I don't gotta deal with alligators and bears and shit. The bears we got here is pussy. You can make them go away. Just be a man. Man, like, you can make the bears back the fuck off. Over there, them bears not backing off. You got lions and mountain cats and vipers and shit. Fuck no. Who dealing with that? It's a different level. Like, natural disasters, the worst we got to worry about is some ice. All right, cool. I encourage it. Let the ice knock the power out. Shut this shit down for a month. I don't give a fuck. Like, I can handle snow. I can handle the ice. I don't like the cold, but I can handle it. You know what I mean? I know how to deal with them situations. When you start mixing blistering heat and fucking tsunamis and you got floodings and shit, random shit just combusting on fire, hell no, I don't know how to deal with that. So it's like I won't, because I'm not dealing with that. Then it's like you go to another country, you gotta worry about not being jumped by the fucking monkeys. Like, nah. So it's like, I feel trapped because my only option is to stay fucking here. Because where else do you go when you don't know how to deal with none of the shit that normal people think is normal? I walk outside, see an alligator in my front yard, no, I'm not going to work. You motherfuckers go pet it, feed it and shit. Fuck no. Something really wrong with y'all. I ain't going. And I tell them, yo, it's an alligator on my front door. I ain't coming out. No, fuck that. The job might think that's normal. Fuck that. So it's like, I don't have to deal with the shit that, other people are used to and stuff like that. And yeah, FEMA can't even help y'all no more. They ain't got no fucking money. They spent it all. Just like that sinkhole that happened in California, or the landslide where everything is falling off into the water. Like, legit, people's $1 million homes are falling off the cliff. FEMA can't help them. They ain't got no money. And you know what's even insane is that the area where the shit is falling off, because I watched a video on this shit recently, yesterday actually. There was a new video, it's not even old, the nigga just recorded it yesterday. The shit is sloping, so like the house is damn near falling off, right? The shit's fucked. And then the next door neighbor's shit slope, but they still live in there. They still parking their cars on the street. They still enjoying life like ain't shit happen. Y'all got me fucked up. I would not be staying there. I don't give a fuck how tied down this house is. And it's a lot of people in there trying to pull out. They want to sell the house out of there. And they asking ridiculous prices. At a certain point, you got to cut your loss and knowing you got it. You're trying to sell a house that's literally damn near falling into the water. It's in an area that is considered a not safe zone. And you want to sell this $3 million house. And then you're like, oh, okay, I'll knock the price down. $2.5 million. Who's buying this piece of shit? A second, insurance is not insuring any of the houses in that area. So if you buy the house, you're buying it uninsured. Insane. And I don't know if you guys know this, when you get a bank loan, you have to have your house insured. So that means the only fucking way to buy this house that is of no value is to buy it cash. Who's buying this? No one. Nobody. You're better off burning it down and getting insurance money that way. That is the only way you're going to pull out of this. I find this insane. We helping other countries fuel World War III, but we can't fucking take care of our own goddamn country because the money's gone. Maybe, just maybe, instead of just giving, what was it, $45 billion in equipment and money to Ukraine, we should have sold it to them. I understand the shit we gave them was old. We were going to destroy it anyways, maybe 50% off, 75. Like, at this, we were going to destroy it and get nothing out of it. If we'd have sold it for pennies on the dollar, we'd still made it come up. Hell, if we'd have sold them everything for $5 million, we'd still made more than what the fuck we got now. We just gave them this shit. This shit is crazy, yo. We're getting ready to go to war, and we can't even take care of our own goddamn people. I wonder why I say I'll serve crack for this country. Because this country's compass is all fucked up. Our school shootings is through the fucking roof. What are we at, 400 for the year? 400 for the year? And there's countries that have like 2 in the last decade? But we worried about fucking Ukraine. Man, fuck them. They got to deal with Russia how they deal with them. Y'all worry about these damn Jews. Fuck them. Let them figure it out. They want their land, let them go get it. If they lose, they lose. Nobody told their ass to march over there. The Chinese pissed off because we ain't treating them right. You shut the fucking ports down because you're not treating them people right. You got fucking North Korea crazy man going insane. He itching to kill somebody. Why are we getting involved in shit that ain't got nothing to do with us? We just pulled out of the Middle East. We just fucking got out of there. I don't know if y'all remember. Do y'all remember the Bush administration at all? Do you not remember the lies? Black Desert Storm? People died for no fucking reason? For WMDs, and all we did was take oil from them niggas? I don't know if y'all remember that. Wasn't that long ago. And then you got the Jews pushing into the Middle East. And the Middle East tell them to get the fuck out. And they like, nah, we want Syria. You know the Jews want to take Syria, right? The Middle East motherfuckers not standing for that. If you're not listening to these Israelites talk, they want everyone to be Jewish. They're going on a full ethnic cleanse. They want the entire world to speak Hebrew, or whatever the fuck it is they speak, and they want everyone to be Jewish. I don't know if y'all listening to what the fuck that lady is saying, the leader of this shit, but she wants everyone to be Jewish. What the fuck did Hitler say? I'm trying to tell you. Leave fucking Jews alone. Let them figure their own shit out. If they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. But we need to leave them the fuck alone and pull out of it. But no. When they go fucking with Syria, and we got this damn peace treaty, guess where we going back? To the Middle fucking East. We can't even fucking fix our own shit here. You got Texas going against the United States government because they don't want the fucking Mexicans in their goddamn land. And the Texas, what's it called? If I remember correctly, which I am, that's what happened, I want to say, at the Battle of the Alamo, or it's one of the wars. I will find it and let you guys know. There was a war where the people of Texas said, fuck the U.S. government, fought them and won. And then Texas has their own, they have their own army. They have their own private militia, which is bigger than the United States military. So that means if Texas decides, fuck y'all, we ain't doing shit, we not letting these damn illegals in, and we not letting y'all in, guess who's gonna win? Texas. We got our own shit to worry about. I'm trying to tell y'all don't believe me, look this shit up. This is real shit that's really happening. Why do you think they don't like, it's a reason why they're not fucking with Biden. Because Biden said, let the illegals in. And Texas said, I don't give a fuck what the president said. Y'all not coming here. And they still got that wall. They still beating the shit out them illegals. They still rounding them up and throwing them in jail and leaving their asses there for years and years and years because they don't have rights. They're not citizens, so they don't have a speedy trial. They don't have a right to an attorney. They don't have a right to shit. So when they do go to court, y'all speaking English, they speaking Spanish, and they don't have an interpreter, they lock them the fuck up or send them back. That's real fucking fair. I'm trying to tell y'all, we live in a horrible time period. We do not need to be getting involved in this people's shit. Like, I work with a lot of them psycho white people that be on that. Oh, I'm gonna go do what they got like private militias to go help Ukraine and shit. And it's like, why the fuck you going over there? Oh, to help. Help what? You just gonna join every fucking war because you can, or you gonna join the fucking the South African troops to help them fight the RUF? Like, are you gonna help liberate? Are you gonna go down there to Haiti and help them get their government back in control? Like, what the fuck are you helping for? Sit your ass down somewhere. This is how you unnecessarily die. I'll never understand it. Sometimes some white people do some shit and it just don't make sense to me. Like that, when they be doing that, I need to ask my wife shit. Fuck you asking her a damn thing for? Like, it's crazy because all I do is sit and listen. I listen to 5 people before I say one thing. So I listen to motherfuckers complain all fucking day. People complain about money problems. They complain about, too much spending, this. So if you have money issues and your wife don't understand the concept of, not spending, or you don't understand the concept of not spending, why don't you pick up a shift? Work some money, get some overtime. I gotta ask my wife. The fuck you asking her for? Do you want it or not? That shit escapes me. I ain't asking a motherfucker a damn thing. When I walk through this door, I'm working Friday. Your only response is okay. I don't give a fuck what comes after that. I'll be at work Friday for money so we can go do some shit whenever I'm free next week. And if I'm not free, then the shit gets pushed to next week. I ain't no yes dear ass nigga. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all be on some, I can't lose her. Man, fuck this hoe. She want to leave, she can leave. Y'all build your whole lives around these women, and I do not understand that shit whatsoever. And then I watch y'all be miserable and upset because y'all done turned into a yes dear ass nigga, and she realized that now she stomping all over your goddamn life. Hell no. And I know a lot of y'all be like, Trav, you wild, you got, you feel me? I understand. I hold everybody to a high standard, men and women. Men is significantly higher than women, though. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about just their standards and level. Their standards to even be like an associate of mine. You don't hit them thresholds, I don't need you in my life, and I don't need to be seen conversating with you outside of a professional paid setting. If we ain't paid, I don't really want to fuck with you. So now I'm doing this on my free time. Like, do you add value? Do you take value? Like, what do you do? And if you don't add any value, I don't want you to fuck around. But I damn sure ain't about to do is be no fucking yes man. Oh, bitch don't like it? Bye. There's money to be made. You just want to sit in your house, sit in your ass all day and watch fucking The Real Housewives? The baddies? I don't have time for that shit. Bitches bills to be paid. And fuck the bills. I want this $4,000 bicycle. Fuck them bills. I got shit that I want to do. No. I'll see you when I'm free again. Fuck. But alright, y'all, we gotta call it a date, wrap it up. We gotta go. But tune in next week. We got content on top of content. We chilling, we vibing, we having a great time. I gotta incorporate this outro somehow into these pods. Like, we got the outro, we paid for it, and we don't even fucking use it. I gotta figure out how to make that work. So yeah, pretty soon we'll have the outro vibing and going again.